Hey everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 most underrated celebrities. Yes, underrated celebrities. Yeah, I did overrated. Now it's time to make it up and do underrated. These are celebrities that most people know who all these people are. Maybe some don't know. Some are, but majority consensus, a lot of people know who these people are, but I feel like these celebrities don't get enough praise. I think they're very talented, they're very enjoyable, very entertaining, very engaging, and some of them have a lot to say and they speak about truthful and meaningful things and just no one's listening to them. So I thought I'd give my top 10 who I think are the most underrated celebrities. Let's get to it. Number 10, Val Kilmer. I think Val Kilmer is a very underrated celebrity. Nobody talks about him. I don't know why. I might know why, but I know he hasn't done a shit ton of like great films in his past, but I know he's done a lot of good ones in general, and he's done some indie films I really enjoyed, and something about him I find just intriguing and enjoyable, and every time I think of Val Kilmer, I think of Doc Holliday or something like that. Even like him as Batman was terrible. Something about him in certain roles. I can tell he's putting his effort and his all into it. He seems like a cool, genuine guy too, and I don't know. I think more people need to give Val Kilmer more work, and I personally I like Val Kilmer, and I want to see more Val Kilmer movies. Number 9 is Gina Carano. Gina Carano is underrated celebrity. She's getting a lot of hate now. I'm glad there's support to her. Even like Disney's, I think, rethinking things on Gina Carano. I don't know if that's a for sure thing. I know a lot of rumors and stimulations going around, but I genuinely like Gina Carano. I like her as a person. I like that she speaks her mind. I loved her as a fighter, and I liked her in a lot of movie roles she's done. I liked her in Deadpool, and I really enjoyed her in The Mandalorian. I thought she was a kick-ass, badass character as Cara Dune. I just think she's great, and I want to see more Gina Carano, so I like Gina Carano. Number 8 is Jon Cho. Jon Cho is super underrated. I knew when Harold and Kumar came out, I think everyone thought Jon Cho would like be a huge hit, and he really wasn't. Actually, he did a couple decently big films, but not really. He does a lot of indie films, and almost everything Jon Cho does, I really enjoy. I enjoyed the Harold and Kumar movies. He did a movie called mini show called Flash Forward. It was really good. I liked him in Columbus. It was an indie film, and he did Searching, which is an amazing film. Almost everything Jon Cho does, even he was in the Star Trek movies. I liked him in the Star Trek movies. Even in American Pie, he's very small in it, but I really enjoy him in those movies. Something about Jon Cho, I just really like Jon Cho, and I just think he needs to be in more movies, and yeah. I know he's doing Cowboy Bebop, which is cool, but yeah, more Jon Cho, please. Number 7 is Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie is another very underrated. I know he's more of a TV guy, and everyone knows him as Dr. House and stuff, and most of the things he's done, I know him for, actually, is House and The Night Manager, because I enjoy the show House, and I enjoy The Night Manager. I think he just needs to do more stuff. Like, I know he's done some, like, animated stuff, some British films and everything, but I just want more Hugh Laurie. Not a lot of people talk a lot about Hugh Laurie, which is sad, because it's Hugh Laurie. He's awesome. So I think Hugh Laurie needs a little more love. Number 6 is Marina Baccarin. Marina Baccarin's another, I think, needs more roles. More people need to talk about Marina Baccarin. She's a great actress. I really loved her in Firefly, Homeland. She was really good in. I like her in the Deadpool movies, and just most of. She was in the movie Greenland with Gerard Butler, who's really good in that movie. So I don't know, something about Marina Baccarin. I just really like her. I like her personality. I like her energy. She also did that show V, which was a pretty underrated show as well. Just something about Marina Baccarin I just really enjoy. I want to see more of her. So yeah, I like Marina Baccarin. Number 5 is Rose McGowan. And I know this is a little, I know this is more serious talk, but she was always underrated. I've always liked Rose McGowan, like in the Scream movie, and I liked her in the Grindhouse films, and just most movies with Rose McGowan, I really enjoyed her. And I think she has a lot to say. She is an activist, and she has a lot of interesting things to say. Politically, whether it's left or right. She is the definition of almost like a centrist, and I really enjoy that about Rose McGowan. And what made her name come up now is because she basically started the Me Too movement, and I really appreciate what she did. And she let women speak up for their rights and everything, and I admire Rose McGowan so much for that. It's just after that, no one talks about Rose McGowan because I think that's just a weird way. It's just like that's the only way people know her is because of this awful thing that happened to her, and she has a lot to say still. Like she wrote a book, and she's still saying a lot of things politically, and she even talks a lot about the Me Too movement and how some people are using her tragedy and her movement as a way for people, celebrities, to like get their careers pushed forward. And she talks a lot about the hypocrisy of Hollywood and stuff. And if people actually listen to a lot of interviews with Rose McGowan, how she talks about Hollywood and everything, it's fascinating actually. And I really enjoy a lot of things she has to say. And something about Rose McGowan, I find her just a very intriguing person. And I pay attention to a lot what Rose McGowan says, and I really like Rose McGowan, and more people need to listen to what she has to say. She has a lot of interesting things to say. So yeah. Number 4, Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, easily one of the most underrated celebrities. I know you still can't get that like stink of Twilight off of him because that's still to this day people still just think of Twilight when they think of Robert Pattinson. They think of Edward Cullen, which is a shame because he's done so many great films. Like he's also in Harry Potter. He did like The Rover, Maps to the Stars, Cosmopolis. He did The Lighthouse and Good Time, Lost City of Z. He's done a lot of great films, and just I think people just need to watch more Robert Pattinson movies. And he's gonna be Batman. He was awesome as Batman, and Robert Pattinson is a great actor, and people just need to watch more Robert Pattinson movies and just forget that Twilight shit. All right, number 3 is Ty Sheridan. Ty Sheridan's another actor not a lot of people talk about, and he is talented as fuck. And I know he did the X-Men movies, and he was terrible in them, but like his indie films, and even Ready Player One, I really loved him in Ready Player One, but his indie films like Mud and Joe and stuff, like I think Ty Sheridan is really talented guy, and I just want to see more roles handed to Ty Sheridan and stuff. And again, just another celebrity people just don't talk about. I know. That's it. Ty Sheridan, love him. And number 2, Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald is a rap artist actually, and if a lot of people don't know who Tom McDonald is, a lot of people some people hate him because he's got very strong political views, and he puts it into his rap lyrics, and people get very triggered and offended by the words he says. And I don't agree with everything he says, but I respect what he has to say, and he takes the First Amendment in his lyrics. He uses freedom of speech to say what he needs to say and his beliefs and stuff. And I love Tom McDonald. I think he's a terrific rap artist, and every time he lays down a video, I'm always intrigued to see what he has to say. And I love Tom McDonald, and super underrated guy. And I know he'll never get hugely famous, but he's open. All right, now it comes to my number 1. I know almost no one has heard of this person, and that's Tana French. Tana French is still a celebrity. Mostly she's a huge celebrity in Ireland and stuff, but book lovers, she's a celebrity to like book lovers and book aficionados and stuff. I love Tana French, and she's just not as big as a lot of authors out there. Usually when a lot of people think of authors, they think of J.R.R. Tolkien, J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, Tom Clancy, or someone else. Like, I don't know, just Dr. Seuss. I don't know. They just think of a lot of like the famous writers and stuff, and just out of a lot of famous novelists and writers out there, nobody really talks about Tana French. I think she is one of the best authors working today. She actually, there's a television show called The Dublin Murders that's on Prime that's based off of her 2 books, and it's a terrific and underrated show. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out. And I've read all her Dublin murder books, and they're really fantastic. She writes great murder mysteries, and I love her stories and her characters, and she's just a sheer talented writer. And definitely check it out. If you're into like murder mystery books and stuff, definitely check her out. I think she's one of the most talented writers, super underrated celebrity. I know she's a celebrity only to like the book community and Irish people, but she should be well known by a lot of people. More people need to read her books. Amazing, one of the most underrated people ever. So yeah, those are the top 10 most underrated celebrities in my opinion. So on the comment section below, please tell me, who do you think is underrated, and give me your top 10s if you want. Most underrated celebrities in your opinion. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.